following program is sponsored by Michael W. Smith. The views expressed on the following program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership.
Arizona. Brother Mike back on the radio. Welcome to HardcoreChristianity.com. God bless you today. Today's Bible study is on PPP, the PPP scam, Paycheck Protection Program. Party on, dude. Hey, we call somebody and tell them the radio program's on. It's Filthy Fridays on HardcoreChristianity.com with Brother Mike. Thanks for tuning in. I'll do a couple of announcements when you make that call. This is Brother Mike. I'm the professional counselor at the Arizona Deliverance Center in Central Phoenix. We are on 15th Avenue, just south of Osborne Road. On the website, hardcorechristianity.com, you can see all of our ministry services. As you know, we have 2 live services every week, Thursday and Friday nights, 7 p.m. in Phoenix. We did not close during the COVID-19 fiasco. We have had hundreds of people delivered and healed since the COVID-19 farce started back in February. We never shut down. We were the only Christian facility in the state of Arizona that did not shut down. If you go to the website, you can see that we have a free seminar every month. You can sign up for it. You can hit the PayPal button and send us another donation. You can find our new app for your cell phone where you can donate money. And by the way, thank you to all of our KXXT Christian radio listeners for all the money you've donated over the years by going to the PayPal button. May God richly bless you. DarkSkyRadio.com, my new listeners in LA and Dallas and all over the world. So grateful to have you on board. I've been on KXXT Christian Radio and other Christian radio stations in the metropolitan Phoenix area for 18 years. This is a long-standing, long-running radio program. Here we go, the PPP scam. Hey, check this thing out. You knew it was going to go like this, didn't you? Of course you did. Anything the government does is jacked up and screwed up. It's either a combination of both of them or 100% both of them. You know that. You see the post office, gasping cost overruns every year. You see Obamacare, a certified government fiasco. You expected the PPP program to be any different? You gots to be kidding. Wait till you get a load of this. I like the fainted when I found out Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood is an organization that is serial murderers, mass murdering, cold-blooded killing of babies. It's unbelievable. Just to give you an idea how bad this is, 250 African-American babies a day are aborted at Planned Parenthood. They got millions of dollars from the PPP program and have no intention of returning the money. Check it out. The church tapped into it. The church tapped into it. I did myself, HardcoreChristianity.com, did not tap into it. I didn't even apply for any of it. I wasn't going to have any kind of that evil money in my system. But trust me, nobody else sees it the way I do. I'm the only person, and I sit on an island. For example, Jim Bakker. He hosts the Jim Bakker Show in Blue Eye, Missouri. By the way, he was just on his show last week. He had a stroke back in May, but he's back now. That's good. I'm glad he's not sick. The dude got $1 million from the PPP program. Yeah, party on, dude. Peter Popoff, who is a literal fraud, he's a con artist. He runs the People United for Christ ministry in California. If you can believe it, this crook got up to $1 million. Can you believe that? His shows are shown in the United Kingdom, and their Office of Communication stopped a satellite television service provider They slapped him with a fine of $32,000 for advertising Peter Popoff's miracle spring water. Promises to cure cancer, COVID-19, and everything else. Jimmy Swaggart, remember him? Yep, he runs the Family Worship Center in Louisiana. Dude got $5 million from the government. Joyce Meyer, you never heard of her? Of course you have. She's on TV all the time. She bought a mansion for every member of her family. They all live in mansions. It's unbelievable. She got $10 million from the taxpayers. Okay. Great. Paula White, who is President Trump's personal spiritual advisor, I guess, she got $350,000. According to an analysis by The Guardian, listen to this, 9 organizations received $10 million from the government. $10 million is the highest loan amount available under PPP. 7 of those groups, listen to this, 7 of the 9 were Catholics. The Catholics hit the lottery on this PPP program. Catholic dioceses, parishes, and schools received at least 3,500 forgivable loans. See, here's the deal. They loan you the money, and if you spend 60% of that money on not laying off your employees, okay, you're paying their salary to keep them hired during COVID-19, the loan does not have to be paid back. It's free money. Catholic churches nationwide received $3.5 billion in government assistance. That included the Archdiocese of New York. They received 15 loans worth up to $28 million just for its top executive offices. To pay the salaries of top executives at the Catholic Archdiocese in New York, they got $28 million in COVID-19 relief, which doesn't have to be paid back. Give yourself a standing ovation, folks, if you're listening to this program right now. In fact, pull your car over the side of the road, stand on the side of the road, get out of your car and start clapping and giving yourself a standing ovation as a taxpayer who sent money to these religious outfits. St. Patrick's Cathedral on Fifth Avenue in New York got $1 million. The diocese in Wheelington, Charleston, West Virginia got $2 million. This is the same diocese, by the way. A scandal broke out over Bishop Michael Bransfield. This guy's gay, and he went around trying to seduce younger priests. He's trying to pick them up. Yep, a scandal-ridden diocese, Wheeling, Charleston, West Virginia, got $2 million. You party on, dude. Now, this program, as I mentioned earlier, it's supposed to be set up to help small businesses and nonprofits weather the COVID-19 storm and keep from shutting down. It runs through August 8th, next month. If you use 60% of the money, if it goes to salaries to keep your people on staff, you do not have to pay. The money is free. The atheist groups are all screaming their heads off, saying, hey, this thing's unconstitutional, man. You can't give money to religious organizations. Well, he's probably wrong, because the program was set up to subsidize employers so that laid off workers would not lose their jobs. So what they were trying to do was save church secretaries and the janitor and so on. So the money probably, I don't know, isn't constitutional or is unconstitutional. I don't actually know. I doubt if it is unconstitutional. But I'm not a constitutional lawyer for obvious reasons. I'm a professional counselor. This whole thing is a gargantuan racket. Okay, friends? Anything the government gets involved in, trust me, anything the government gets involved in turns out to be a certified fiasco. Everybody knows that. You know that. Everybody knows that. As I mentioned, the post office and Obamacare. Look at the military. A haven of trillions of dollars of waste. Can you believe we're still in the war in Afghanistan? We're still over there. Can you believe we still haven't got rid of Iraq? It's unbelievable. If you can find a cause that wastes money, the American government will get involved in it. They'll get involved in it. Right now, for example, demons are burning down Democrat cities all over the United States. They're burning them down. Seattle, Portland, Chicago, Baltimore, Detroit. Man, the place is on fire. Satan is taking over the country. He's destroying everything. And guess who let it happen? Take a guess. Yep, the American church let it happen. Christians let it happen. But these rotten, lying, thieving TV preachers, they are getting the last laugh on the government. The PPP loan. Say it with me, PPP. Say it again now, PPP. There you go. The PPP loan that doles out taxpayer money like a bulldozer was dumping it out. Most of the money is incredulously wasted. I had a guy come in for counseling who was on meth, who spent his $1,200 stimulus check on drugs. He had spent all of it. $1,200 he got from the government. He spent it on meth. What will these TV preachers spend this money on? Oh, you can only imagine. Renovating their mansion, upgrading their Lear jets, buying a couple more fleets of luxury cars, buying 10 more racks of $2,000, $5,000 suits, $400 ties, $200 Cuban cigars. When's it going to end, folks? Let me answer that for you. The second coming is just around the corner. See you next time.
The views expressed on this program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership. This program was sponsored by Michael W. Smith.